Might be able to catch Valda off. That's the impressive part. Two of them are going to slip by. He has the chance to wrap back down inside of the ladder and get the frags on them as they try and rotate over to the A site. Bomb is dropped, though. Madi, good shot on Dupree. Now Xyp9x has his chance to strike. Needs to line up the headshot, manages it with the Glock, and Device catches Valda slipping over the train. Brings it back to 2 versus 3, but again, Xyp9x is still low, and Device has to get toward the bomb as they back off towards CT stairs to cover it. Good find, good spot. Needs to find the kill. Device down. I think that might spell the end of this pistol, but
yeah.
Xyp9x in a clutch at this event. This one might be the toughest.
I think he's got the most at this event. It's absolutely nuts how many he's pulled off.
Two do have low HP. Yugi, take down to 11. And Madi on 29, but again, bomb is covered in there. Watch
there
a headshot potential inside Z spot up. Yugi peeking, gets him from in top of the control room. Brings it down to 2, 32 seconds to work with. And Nico slowly goes back towards Z connector. Xyp9x, interestingly, is still expecting him to peek that direction, even though he knows that they're very likely to be CT stairs. He'll peek CT stairs immediately as well, so Madi's gonna have to be a little bit careful of his position.
15 seconds remaining now. Still has to plant the bomb and find 2 CTs. They've actually got a perfect crossfire. Even if they don't find the kill here, they've got the information. They can deny the plant. There should be no way he can win this. Should be.
He's going to go for a plant that saved him behind the radiation. Best plant at this point, best case at this point is gets that bomb down, doesn't quite. Even if he'll be able to hold off on his own, and they go, gets the kill as well. So Snappy trying to do something for the CTs. 48 seconds, though, they go down a man.
That's actually really smart from Device. Spamming all those shots and baiting out the reload noise as well. He's trying to tempt the CT to push him towards main entrance. He's got a teammate there ready to get the spray down. That's an early 5-on-4 in a very intelligent manner. Smokes will come in now. Looks like some sort of outside execution coming in, but the players are heading towards inside. So Dupree trying to stop the rotations coming in. Nico will be by himself as the execution towards inside comes in. The commitment, he's only got that UMP.
Molotov's up, means Xyp9x doesn't want to walk through it. He goes high. It works for Nico. Finds 2, looks for another, swings around, but it's going to be Glaive that's there. And now Device will post with the AWP to cover off the bomb being planted, but they're not going to face through Z connector, so Device won't have a line toward Madi, who instead goes through CT, and Valda taking down Dupree is going to open up the backdoor entrance by coming up Pop Dog. And potentially going for a flake, tries for the swag pistol throw, but it's an AWP up close. He may get Device in the fact that he's got to reload that time. And Glaive is low on HP, Madi finds him, Heroic. He's going to take a 4-0 lead on Astralis' map-Katowice.
Inside rush here, you can see lots of players for Astralis getting very quickly down lower ramp.
Nico gets overwhelmed this time. Kirby goes down to 10 HP, but more importantly finds the entry. And Molotov means no peeking yet for Valda or Snappy. They'll smoke it instead, but Dupree is slipped up, and while that smoke's down, he'll take advantage. Device found the first, he sprays the second. And it's only 2 that remain. Finally, Heroic seem to be beaten in a round.
Yeah, this is what Glaive brings to the Astralis lineup. He can feel that things going a little bit stale. He chucks in these faster rounds, allow his teams to actually find some entry kills there, straight down towards the lower ramp. That's where Nico's
the
playing
lower
by.
ramp and Valda on the corner, so they're trying to bait in potentially.
This is
tight
really
shot.
They're hoping for that inside rush to come in once again. Obviously, Astralis have had a lot of success in that area. They send Vald, Yugi, and Nico towards inner.
This is the result, though. They're all inside. Dupree has the bomb, but no smokes. Thinks about peeking to defend himself. He's throwing the bomb at the feet of Snappy, and they're getting the kills back. He could have had that planted without committing to it. It was a risk, sure, but from what we saw, we knew he could have been able to pull that off. Whether he didn't feel comfortable, different story. Kirby now has to flash himself back out, gets caught off as the rotations come through Pop Dog. It's all on Device, 1 versus 4. And despite that stack on the inside, yeah, Astralis give the bomb up.
That's very strange that Astralis don't capitalize there. 3 players who are at the start of the round towards the inside area, waiting for the rush to come in, or maybe that inside execution once more. But Astralis fast commitment towards outer, and it's Snappy to shut them down there as well. He finds the 6th round for Heroic. And that's actually a real stable hold on the lower ramp once again, trying to find his first pick. And Valda will be waiting for him. This kill is crucial. The flashbang's good though. CT's going, I think he flashed by his own teammates flashing at the same time.
Finds Xyp9x, but what a shot. Immediate response from Device. Catches himself on the air ducting, and as said, doesn't jump down right away to find the angle towards the connector, and Nico stays alive above. Nico rains down from above.
Wow.
Dupree will get Snappy back, but it's a 1 versus 3 that he's got to recover from. Bomb down inside of the site, swaps to the AK instead. The Heroic are looking on form.
Yeah, you can see why they're happy to leave Nico there by himself. Very confident in those situations. The 3-man spray down. Astralis couldn't even work out where he was. I thought a Device was going to find him on the top of that train there, but didn't work out. 13 seconds. I think you just have to save the AWP at this point. Dupree doesn't have a chance of doing anything in this situation, so he'll fall back. Needs to make sure he stays alive here.
They're all stacked up outside by the dumpster saving. Device will follow on the op. So there's a big screened, down goes one. AWP to follow, but M4 held still. Device wants it, jumps across, nice, no scope, looks for the other. It's all for naught at this point, but Device! How sick is that? Gun's gone, forget picking up a second. And we just said they finally get momentum, that's gonna keep it in their favor.
Oh my God, that was so sick from Device.
Pistols, scouts, UMP's available. The inside push comes in, 3 players for Zipex. He's ready for the push in, and so is Glaive. He finds the first kill.
Over top of the railing, backs it off as well. Molotov down to the ladder. It's a little bit late, they get up on top. They have to be careful because Zipex was trying to pull his nade out instead. He gets the gun drawn in time, and Valda, the last alive, does at least manage one on the UMP. But it should split the half 8-7.
Sure.
I know their name's heroic, but I doubt Valda feels that heroic. So Zipex will get the kill.
I'm sure he will.
Gonna get there as soon as they face onto him, but he's got to back off before he gives up ramp because they're already in the site. Now he's completely pincered off. Still manages to get them once they drop in, but can't get the damage dealt. It's Valda instead. Device has to play at the back hitches. They push up. He's got lane covered off. He's got 2 headshots, but he's got no HP left. KRB will avenge him. It does give them a bit of something to work with, an advantage by 1. It's a kit for Glaive as well. Unfortunately, Dupree, he's been found out. Valda, he's low on HP, but nearly gets damage into KRB. That's courting to kill, as it's Snappy that waits, and he'll try and wait it out by the train. What a shot, KRB, and it's now going to be the defuse, and 8-8.
Well, the inside rush does come in for Heroic there. They do not win the round. It was actually
play the support role as well.
Well, map control coming in here. Get Pop Dog first. Vada waiting towards main entrance. Yugi will be ready to throw the smoke. He has not got the AWP, but flashes go towards outside as well to allow his teammates to get out of Pop Dog and see whether they can find his first frag.
Oh, Dupree!
No.
The smoke, did it bounce? It didn't extinguish right away. Whether it hit a texture on the rail, I'm not sure, but that leaves him on 4 HP. That's a huge problem. Snappy slides to his right, finds one. KRB gets him back, but bomb is dropped. In a 3 versus 3, Nico will recover it. Nico also spots KRB, thankfully changes his location and finds Yuki instead. That brings Zipex in, 1 for 1, and it's Nico versus 2. Still playing at default on the train. He's gonna put a Molotov out behind KRB. That limits his movement on 19 HP as he hits Device down to an equal amount. If Heroic's got that map, it is kind of a very cool aspect, that the fact that they have such depth in their map pools. Speaking of depth, it's now Yugi to push up beyond where you would have expected him to try and tread water and pick up an M4 on his own with a deagle.
Look at Modi in that smoke towards upper platform there. He could be the linchpin. He manages to sneak past. Zipex has no idea. Hasn't spotted him yet, but now he gives his position away. The shot has been fired by the Tech 9. He knows that the position is clear, but his teammates still have to get down that lower ramp without losing a frag here. That's going to be very difficult.
Device missing the shot at upper, has Zip down below. Jumping off a train, thankfully. Not any higher, because at 4 HP before he hit the ground, the crater would have been lovely, but not from that distance. Not possible. Nico instead will go bomb down. 4 versus 4, and Valda. What is this deagle play from Nico? I've said that phrase before, but not describing this individual. Valda's got armor and an M4 in this. Snappy's got head armor to work with on a Tech 9. This is still a tough task. And the single kit for Glaive, the 4 HP for Device. Meanwhile, on Nico's left, he's got to be careful. And he's going to get away with it, because Valda's going to save him by getting down Glaive. He got one before him, but now Snappy's on the flank. Device on 4 HP. This is done. Heroic's going to steal this back. It's going to go 13-9. Device, he's going to have a tough time just holding on to the AWP as they head both directions. And Snappy sneaks in.
There's one.
Dupree spots it. Good toggling of the X-ray to show exactly how little vision he did have, but when he got it, he nailed it. Valda goes down. Snappy gets in sandwich, though. Device doesn't anticipate. Nearly gets caught on the up above on green train. Snappy's actually gone to hell instead. Device realizes it now. Goes to pistol, jumps off, tries to use the ladder mechanics best he can. And in the meantime, Madi had a kill on top of that, but the HP's so low, KRB. That's a lineup from Yugi. He gets 2. I was going to say makes this entirely winnable and favorable for Astralis. That changes in the 1 click of an AWP.
Yeah, collateral comes in up to KRB now. No bomb planted as of yet. Looks like he'll be heading towards inner. That could be to their detriment, because you can see the CT rotating into that position as KRB. He goes towards connector for now. And they may have wasted some time here. They do get the bomb down towards the inside site. In terms of the utility they have left, flashbang and an HE grenade, the big key factor is that they can get towards lower ramp and actually have the AWP up as well. KRB knows it's the inner plant, and he will be going for this by the looks of things. Got a smoke to work with.
Just a quick shoulder peek.
If you look at the position from Modi, nothing he can really do here. They've got him pincered in.
And there it is. Spots him. Amadi gets it as well. So Heroic will get to double digits. They'll get one closer
First
to
kill.
a strong...
Snappy tries to get it back as quickly as possible. Kiabi, he manages to get the frag, and now towards inside we go. Yagi has to be big M.
Mix has to fall away as well in the UMP. Nico found the kill on Dupree, so still in it with a shout. Low HP though, Yugi and Nico, 18 and 21, both of which are gone. Or is it Yugi still up but now down? And Zipix again finds all three.
He's so good, isn't he? 4 kills in total. We had the SMG. He's the player that finds a kill on lower ramp, and there's time to the perfection as well at this point.
Snappy gets some room to wiggle. Glaive's got to be careful. Smokes are down, flashes through them. Hide in the smoke is his best chance, and he tries to do so, but he's made a jump. And Nico, I think, is searching for him. He's looked away. Glaive now knows he's behind him. He's going to swing around, find him unsuspecting, at E-Box, but Snappy's been tagged as well. This is good work from Glaive, because damage done. Zipix closes it out, and the round is over, all in the hands of Zipix. 16-12, Astralis will beat up on their Danish counterpart and take map 1. It was their map.